ain't got no music, but I'm gonna make a song. No, I'm not. I'm just waiting for a few people to come on. Hello, happy Sunday. It is I, Miss Monday, for those who do not know me. And those that really truly know me. But anyways, I am here live today on this Sunday because January the 16th, which is on a Monday, Martin Luther King Day, to be exact, I will be going live from my page Makeup Monday, every Monday at 3 for a segment that we like to call Ask Monday. And on Ask Monday is an hour-long show. We will discuss issues on love, life, relationships, family, God, spirituality, just basically everything that affects us on a regular, normal, day-to-day basis. And I'm excited about this series. I had a lot of people who wanted me to be more active on my page as far as going live, and I wanted to be able to have some type of message and not just go to live and play in my hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that is for people that go live and just playing their hair is people. I'm not trying to be mean, but kind of don't have substance or don't have a message because, I mean, if you can get viewers to watch you, you want to have something to bring to the table. You want to have something of value to share because, it's enough fuckery going on social media that if you do have an audience, you should be sharing something of value. But anyways, the purpose of this video is because I want to have a discussion about relationships. And the question I posed is, what do you need in a relationship to be happy? What do you need in your relationship for it to be successful? If you had to pick your ideal mate and you had to add a couple ingredients, what would it be? For me, I would definitely have to say communication. Communication to me is one of the most important things that you can have in a relationship. For one, I think that when you have effective communication, that it helps avoid a lot of arguments. You don't have to sit there and wonder what your mate is thinking. You're able to talk to him or her about it, and you're able to discuss issues on a mature level. But it all goes back to maturity because you can be a good communicator. And if you're dating someone who is immature, who does not know how to put their feelings into words, then it's like, hey, Tim, when you're dealing with a man or a woman that do not know how to effectively communicate and do not know how to put their feelings into words, it makes it hard for you because it's like you're the only one that is being able to try to communicate with this person. So it takes two. When it comes to communication, it definitely takes two. Both partners in the relationship have to be good at communicating. And if you don't know how to communicate or effective way, you can learn how to communicate with your mate. I can do a class on that. No, but seriously, another thing is I want to say honesty. But see, to me, honesty, it should be black and white. Either you're honest or you're lying. But sometimes in relationships, honesty is not always the best policy. Like, for instance, if your girl says, baby, am I getting fat? If she is, you don't want to say, yes, your ass is getting big. You know what I'm saying? So I guess in relationships, you can be honest. You just got to put a little sugar coat on it just to be thoughtful of the person you with. But when it comes to, baby, who number is in your phone? That's when the honesty is supposed to kick in. And that's supposed to be keep it real. So I don't know what other people feel is important in relationships, but there's certain things. And my top thing in a relationship, because I am a spiritual person, is a person that believes in God, a person that prays when times are bad or good, and a person that prays for you. And that's like the ideal man for me, because I feel like when you have God in your life or when you're a spiritual person, there's certain boundaries you won't cross just because, you know what I'm saying, you live your life under certain rules and regulations. So when you're in a relationship, it's There's certain things you just won't do, not just because of your mate, but because of the God in you. So I think that it's important for the person that I date to have a type of spiritual connection with God. And if I want to pray with you or pray for you, I need my man to be accepting of that. I don't need a man who don't believe in God, because it'll never work. Because that's my go-to. That's my friend, my father, my protector. Whew, I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about God, and just thinking about all the situations that he saved me from over the years, and all the times he restored me after so many heartbreaks, not just relationship wise, but taking losses in life. So that's always going to be my thank you. Hey, Kareem. Todd Anderson, let me tell you something. You know that you definitely was my inspiration for my X Monday segment that I will be doing live on my page, Makeup Monday. You definitely was my inspiration, and you definitely encouraged me to talk about relationships and life and love going live, and I thank you for that. Gotta give your props where props is due. But as I was saying though, hi Kareem. As I was saying though, it is so important to have a connection with God. Because relationships fail sometimes. Sometimes marriages end. And I love you too, Todd. And God is there forever. You know what I'm saying? He's a constant figure in my life, in our life. And sometimes we lose friends, we lose family, we lose men, church, you know what I'm saying? We lose people in our life, but that's one thing that we don't have to worry about taking a loss on. If you can walk away from God, but he's not going to walk away from you. He is steady, and he is ready to help you reach the potential that you want to reach in your life. Not just financially, but spiritually. So back to the topic at hand, which is relationships. It's crazy because another thing that prompted me to do this is scrolling through my timeline. It's like, is anybody in a decent relationship? It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not talking about just the pictures that we see on Facebook where the couple is just to die for. They both look good. They're dressed well, not a hair out of place. But once the picture is over, they're back to being in an unhealthy relationship, an unsatisfying relationship. You understand? So we have to start not just having relationships for social media, but we need to have relationships that actually bring value to us as a person. So I just think that nowadays people just want to show off. People want to take pictures, and they want to make videos to pretend that my connection is weak. I hate that because I'm in my bathroom, but not for long. Better connection. Give me a better connection. Okay. So, but like I said, I'm in my bathroom, but I'm building a set in my bedroom for my show. But anyway, so like I was saying, people stop spending time trying to look happy on social media. Invest that time in truly being happy. If you got a man or woman that, he all right, but could be a little better, go to counseling, go to couples counseling, go to church. Start spending valuable time with each other, not just tagging each other online and on Facebook. Like, really spend some time to reacquaint yourself with your mate. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your relationship is worth saving, it can be saved, but you can't save a relationship when both you guys are on social media making subliminal posts about each other. It's embarrassing, and it's not everyone's business. I was guilty years ago of putting me and my ex-husband's business on social media because I didn't know any better, and I just thought that was the thing to do. I wanted to vent, and I knew that the world could see it. I knew that he could see it. I knew that I could put my words together and make him possibly understand what I was feeling, what I was going through. But that's not the right thing to do. because social media wasn't there when you got together. You can't take social media to bed with you. You can't take social, you know what I'm saying? You need to deal with your situations, man and woman. Not, I don't know where this that came from, but not on the platform of social media, because it's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I did. I did. Yes, I did. And you know, Todd, and God is just so good, because I'm blessed to have a full platform of 1.3 million people on my page that I'm sure to, you know what I'm saying? I have a huge audience these days. So, you know, in life, everything happens for a reason. And sometimes people think it's failure, but actually it's stepping stones. You know what I'm saying? It's all connected to bring you to where you are today. And everything I've done over the years has brought me to where I am now. I'm stronger at what I do. I know more about this topic, and I know how to use social media to my advantage. So I'm proud of where I came from, and I'm proud of where I'm going. So, that being said, another thing about being in a relationship is, and I'm definitely guilty of, have been guilty of the past of this. And see, I'm holding my phone, but when I do my show, my phone's going to be propped. But anyways, so this is one thing I want to say. Sometimes as women, y'all are so guilty of this. We are guilty of this. Especially when you're attractive, when you have things going on for yourself, you think your shit don't stink. You walking around like, oh, my man better be glad he got me. I'm the best woman my man ever had. But we be missing the whole point where things that are important to us, or things that we feel our man should be praising us for, it's not nothing. Sometimes you can be so fine, never miss a hair appointment, never miss a nail appointment, but don't know how to cook or won't cook for your man. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes you can make the best meals, but your man want to try something different sexually, and it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? We as women swear we the shit. Swear that, you know, we do everything right and the men are the problem. Sometimes women, you gotta look in the mirror, because sometimes we don't be... Thank you for those hearts. Happy Sunday. Yes, let's get on these women today. Yes. Oh, don't make me cry. It's easy. But as I was saying, sometimes as women, we swear we're God-gift to men, and we swear we're doing everything right, and all we do is point the finger at him. You ain't shit. You ain't this, and you don't listen. What about pointing the finger at yourself sometimes? What about saying, as a woman, what can I do to make my relationship better? You know what I'm saying? Where can I make sacrifices? Where can I be more flexible in our relationship? The woman is not always right. You understand? And I know it's hard when you have a man that really can't lead. I've been there. And that is the key. If you truly want to have a successful relationship, ladies, you have to be with a man that can lead. You can't date a man that you can call bitches all the time. You can't date a man that's just hard-headed, don't got his shit together, that's always doing something unproductive. Like, if you truly want to be in a healthy relationship, you have to date a man that has a healthy mind. Or if not, it's going to constantly frustrate you. It's going to constantly be a problem. But just make sure you got your stuff together too. Because women, we swear we so perfect, and it's always the men. But we have to look at where we're doing wrong and things that we can do to try to make the relationship a little better. It takes two. You know, I had to look at myself a couple of times in the past. Couple times in the past, I swore I was just everything that the man I was with needed. But you know what? I wasn't. And not because it was anything I was doing intentionally. It was because I was so caught up thinking that he was the one in the wrong, that I didn't have any flaws. You know what I'm saying? But once I realized that I'm not perfect, I'm expecting this man to be Mr. Perfect, and here I am walking around flaws and all. Not willing to see where I'm wrong in the relationship. Not willing to see that I didn't have respect for my ex-husband, and I talked to him like I didn't have respect for him. Cuss him out any day, all day. Bitch, nigga this, bitch, nigga that. You know what I'm saying? Like, these days, I don't even cuss in front of him. I barely cuss in front of my man, so I would never cuss him out. Like, I would be too embarrassed to talk like that in front of him. And you know, it's all about growth. And it's all about respect for the person that you with. And if you can't respect the nigga, let him go. Because it's just uncomfortable when you've been cussing your man out all day. You looking at him like this nigga ain't shit. And then you gotta turn around and get in the bed with him or make love to him. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, so if he ain't shit and I'm in love with him and I'm making love to him, what am I? You know what I'm saying? Facts. So, you gotta lift our men up. You know, if you got a decent man, work with him. And if you can't, leave him alone. Because when you're in a bad relationship, it takes you out of your character. For me, for instance, when I was in my bad relationship, what? You could catch me out on the streets fighting. You understand? Fighting in these streets, calling bitches' phone, cussing bitches out, running up on bitches. Like, that is not me. But sometimes when you in that bad relationship, it just brings the worst out of you. It makes you do things that you would normally do because your emotions mixed up, you hurt, you confused. All you know is just fight, just argue, yell, just... It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. And I've been there and I've done that and I'm not going back. Because now not only I know how to communicate more effectively, I'm not dealing with somebody that's immature. I'm not dealing with somebody who's going to bring that out of me. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand that I'm too good to be arguing with different females, calling different females' phone. If I got to constantly be checking these women about you, then you're not for me. That's not good. Fight him, not the bitch. Right. Oh, trust me. You see that scar? I got a couple scars on me. Yeah, I used to go head up. But, you know, it's just not right. Because for one, a woman, you really can't beat a man. You can hurt a man, but you really can't beat a man. And I don't want to be fighting the person I love and fighting the person that I want to be with and that I'm married to. Like, that's not love. You know what I'm saying? That's drama. And I don't want no drama in my life with nobody's bitches or the person that I'm sleeping with, I'm loving, and that I'm trying to be with. He is the one that put the dick in. Oh, I totally agree, Chickie. I totally agree. But, you know, then you got women out here who are disrespectful. You got women out here that knock on your front door. You got women out here that call your phone and say, can I speak to our man? So, to me, at that point, they both need their ass whooped. But... I've been delivered. And I'm just not with all that. I'm not even going to date a man that's like that. Right. I know that. Yes. I know exactly. I've been in tons of relationships, situationships. So I understand how that goes. And you know what I was just thinking the other day? Men always want to get on Facebook and say, oh, this woman had all these relationships in 1 year, or this, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, being that I've dated like 3 or 4 people last year, you know what it's taught me? It's taught me I dated them and I dumped them because they wasn't for me. And if I had to kiss 4 or 5 frogs to get my king that I have today, it was well worth it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when a woman date a lot of men, they're trying to learn themselves. They're trying to understand what type of man that they really need to keep their attention. I'm not saying go out and sleep with a bunch of men, but don't allow a person to make you feel bad about having multiple relationships in 1 year, because I commend you, because there was something in that relationship that was not right, and that's why you walked away. And too many people trying to just stay. Oh, I've been with this man 5 years. Oh, I got 5 of this man kids. So this man has no respect for you. This man beats on you. This man lies to you. This man fucked your sister, and you still claiming these years? Like, come on. Sometimes we have to let go. You know, some relationships are worth saving and some not. I dumped like 3 or 4 last year, but you know what? I had to dump them niggas because they was bringing no value to my life. And I I feel no remorse about it, and I'm happier now than I've ever been. And not just because I'm with a decent man, but because I'm happy with myself. I'm happy with the woman I'm becoming. I'm happy about my relationship I'm building with God. And I'm just happy that for life. Yes, girl. Yes, we got to keep it 100 because as women, we deal with so much and we do so much. We work, we go to school, we raise kids, we cook, we clean. You know, we try to keep it sexy. All of that in the meantime, trying to juggle a household and a husband and a man and a family. It's not easy. But sometimes we just need to be redirected to what's important in life. And what's important is family. Family is all you got, and family is what's important. And don't let no one come between you and your family. Especially when you got a decent man. I mean, if he gives us 80%, I could work with that, you know, because no one is perfect. We all get weak. We all have flaws, and we all go through things where we question our own self. My connection is weak. So, okay. So, with that being said, do not put too much pressure on the man. As long as the man is a provider, a protector, and he professes love for you, and he treats you decent, I think that we should be happy with that. Sometimes, I love you too, Chickie. I think sometimes we just want the perfect mate, but there is no such thing. Because I know, I'm far from perfect, and if a person could deal with me, I could deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as that loyalty and that love and respect is there, it's going to always be a little conflict in personalities because we all are individuals. But that doesn't mean that a relationship can't work, that a marriage can't work. So I just want you ladies to stay prayed up and to understand that men are not perfect. And sometimes we have to look in the mirror at ourselves and see what we can do different to change the dynamics of our relationship. And with that being said, I gotta go.